Alright, everybody, get ready for the quagmire. Hello to everyone on the internet. Welcome to Tuesday, maggots. February 5th. Don't let the politicians step on you. I'm Nathan Watson, you were watching Culture Shock. The only show on the internet that set a separate issue of culture from an issue of politics. And this is the news in 2019. Oh, God. Okay. I think I'll rearrange the order of our stories today a little bit. I'll start with the really nasty one, and then go to the happy one. I think that'll make for wonderful therapy. Sarah Silverman makes sick joke about wanting to eat parts of aborted babies, as I try desperately not to puke. The jokes were at an abortion fundraiser, which went out of its way to dehumanize fetuses and shit. The funny thing is, there is actually a feminist trend saying that many of the aborted babies were female, and what about the baby girls' rights to live, and how that's a women's rights issue? Actually, I would like to meet some of these women, that would be amazing. But, abortion is not about women's rights. It's about guilt-free, no-consequence sex and fake feminism. Fake feminism, i.e., I can do anything a man can do. Look at me, woman is so powerful, which is not real feminism. Feminism is about getting being treated fairly and getting your legally allowed rights, not about holding yourself above men. But the fake feminism parades around like it's the real deal and everyone buys into it, including Miss Silverman. Yes, Miss Silverman. It's no wonder that she's not married. But a woman in a vagina costume introduced the game of grotesque charades, which they called shitty law charades. It was in performing one of the grotesque abortion skits that Silverman made her quip about how a certain pro-life law aroused her appetite for mutilated baby parts. The Conscience Clause law. The Conscience Clause law, she took issue with bans aborted fetuses from being used in manufactured food products. For example, Pepsi. I'm not going to puke. I'm not going to puke. I'm good. You're not going to see me puke live on the internet. But damn do I want to. The second law mandated the cremation and burial of aborted fetus. Silverman ghoulishly said of this law, fucking funerals for fucking aborted fetuses. I would like to speak at those funerals. He lived the way he died the way he lived. The size of a sesame seed with no discerning brain function. Mankind has gone too far. Bottom line is, if abortion should have been something we should have been doing, we would have had that ability naturally. Because Mother Nature giveth and Mother Nature taketh away. Okay? Nature only gives us what we need. Our bodies, our minds are designed to function in a particular way. And when we start actively going against the grain of that, you know, abortion negatively impacts the growth of the black and Hispanic population in the United States. And it has prevented white people globally from having replacement level reproduction rates. So, I mean, yeah, there you go. This is not real feminism. This is fake feminism. I.e., putting woman on a pedestal above man, which was not the point of feminism ever. But yeah. This is just about no consequence, guilt-free sex. And fake feminism. And dehumanizing the fetus and making it something other than human is just designed to eliminate any guilt. They were talking about how abortion providers are dehumanized and shamed, are demonized and shamed, and they open a doorway to life. No, they literally close the doorway to a life, if you catch my meaning. Like, they literally end one before it even has a chance to start. Bottom line is, this is just absolutely horrifying, disgusting, and I literally want to blow chunks. Hopefully all over Sarah Silverman. I am literally 110% done with her. I will never watch School of Rock again, simply because she is in it. Or I will, tape a DVD and make an old VHS of it and just edit out every scene she's in. And then just watch that. Before I will put up with her ever again. And fucking Mark Hamill is in support of this fundraiser for abortion. Saying, I can write down something obscene and dirty if you want me to, then saying he'll become an abortion provider, he'll use his Jedi wand. It's like, oh my god. It just needs to be illegal. Why do we do this? It just needs to be fucking illegal. Moving on before I literally lose my lunch. Back to what was originally intended, our first story for today. The end of the left-wing media? A powerful defense attorney defends the MAGA kids. Now, I'm going to share with you. The following is a list of people getting sued by Nick Sandmann and his lawyer, Todd McMurtry, who has been said to be one of the most powerful defense attorneys in the entire country. Now then, I will recite to you this list as quickly and as coherently as I can. Those being sued are the Washington Post, the New York Times, Cable News Network Incorporated, CNN, in other words CNN, The Guardian, National Public Radio, TMZ, Atlantic Media Incorporated, Capitol Hill Publishing Corp., Diocese of Covington, Diocese of Lexington, Archdiocese of Louisville, Diocese of Baltimore, Anna Cabrera, Sarah Sidner, Aaron Burnett, S.E. Cupp, Elliot C. McLaughlin, Amanda Watts, Emanuela Grinberg, Michelle Borstein, Cleve R. Wootson Jr., Antonio Olivo, Joe Heim, Michael E. Miller, Eli Rosenberg, Isaac Stanley Becker, Christine Phillips, Sarah Mervosh, Emily S. Rube, Maggie Haberman, David Brooks, Shannon Doyne, Kurt Eichenwald, Andrea Mitchell, Savannah Guthrie, Joy Reid, Chuck Todd, Noah Berlatsky, Alicia Fieldstadt, Eun Kyung Kim, HBO, Bill Maher, Warner Media, Condé Nast, GQ, Heavy.com, The Hill, The Atlantic, Bustle.com, Ilhan Omar, Elizabeth Warren, Kathy Griffin, Elisa Milano, and Jim Carrey. That last one makes me sad. The media may have committed suicide with this whole thing. The discovery of the edits to the video footage of the MAGA kids and the Indian guy, Nathan Phillips, and the accusations of racism when the MAGA kids themselves were victims of racism right there by the black Israelites, has led to a huge defamation case, which could turn Nick Sandmann and his friends into fucking millionaires. And this is all because he wore a MAGA hat while white. The left is racist. And this campaign against Nick Sandmann very nearly could have ruined his entire life, and he's only 16. You don't just come along and ruin a kid's life. That is not okay. And now his lawyer may end up ending all of their careers. I sincerely hope he does. Like, they all become jobless, homeless bums. Because that's pretty much what they deserve at this point. Whatever was going to happen to their victims should happen to them. But the Covington Catholic students were verbally attacked by a designated hate group, as I said before, that called them child-molesting faggots, dirty-ass crackers, future school shooters, and incest babies. Many people have expressed ideas that they are thankful that justice will finally be served against this criminal leftist MSM. That the truth is getting out there and the lawsuits are incoming. And there are so many different lawsuits that even if only less than half actually end up going through and they get their money, these kids are going to be well off for some time. Like, they could literally pay off their parents' debt if they have any. And they could be living, like, literally in the soft-ass lap of luxury. Getting soft and weak, living off the fat of the system, man. Meanwhile, Bill Maher's living out of a cardboard box asking people for spare change. I think that would be a poetic irony, wouldn't it? That'd be perfect. They all need to learn a damn good lesson about this shit. By the way, those earlier slurs were from the Black Israelites. Yeah, they're racist to white people. And it's sickening. And they don't even bother with the cute shit like honky. That's cute. Compared to the other shit. They lied about the chanting, build the wall, and there was no build the wall chant. It was fake. It was fake news. It was literally fake news. It was the fakest of fake news of all time. Never to be outdone. I hope these kids end up becoming absolute millionaires, richer than Donald Trump himself. They could go to like a pool party together or something. Mahendra Singh Gand, an Indian school teacher, that is in India, he's a school teacher, and he's going to be hung under a new law in India that basically puts child rapists straight onto death row. He literally grabbed a 4-year-old girl from her home, dragged her into the forest, raped her within an inch of her life, and dumped her in the forest, expecting her to be dead. He was tracked down, put on a quick trial, and now he's pretty soon not going to be amongst us any longer. Thank goodness. They literally had to surgically realign her intestines because of how violently she was raped. She was physically mangled by him. Yeah, hanging him, I think, is a very appropriate response in this case. Hang him. His life is officially over. YouTube removing the dislike button because users keep downvoting their leftist propaganda, calling them dislike mobs. So in short, the average YouTube user who largely is typically a moderate of some kind, whether they be a liberal moderate or a liberal conservative, it's like the Gillette ad, which saw the largest number of dislikes. The Gillette ad, which, why do razors for shaving your face need to be politicized? Why does everything need to be politicized? It's not a dislike mob. People genuinely hate your ads. Not everyone is into leftist thinking. They make the classic mistake of thinking that the loud minority is the majority simply because of how loud they are. That's been happening probably since the dawn of time. So, well, there you go. They're not mobs. They're not the minority. They're the majority. We hate that shit. Listen to the silent majority. And you will know the real truth, that you are aiding the insane, crazy, batshit minority. Well, you know, go ahead and remove your dislike button. I don't care. I never even use the fucking thing anyway. To our final story today. Scientists discover a cancer stem cell. A malfunctioning stem cell that makes use of the mitochondria and other vital functions to create more cancer cells and spread attacks throughout the body. This is actually a very incredible discovery, and it's extremely well documented. There's little reason to question the reality of this. And this will make huge impacts into the cancer treatment industry. This literally debunks and throws out chemotherapy and other similar practices, and therefore props up real cures. Now see, I don't think even the CBD oil from the marijuana can stop a literal malfunctioning stem cell. And for that matter, how does a stem cell, literally the first cell, the very thing that all cells come from, malfunction? The problem, the source of the cancer has got to be RNA. Has got to be RNA. That's the only thing at this point that would make sense. And if that's the case, then what the hell do we do? And for that matter, what happens to the stem cell when a cancer goes into remission? Does it just sort of, I don't know, go dormant, disappear? What? Suppose they could find a way to like target the malfunctioning stem cell in question. Could they destroy it, thus by killing the cancer entirely? If so, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. The bottom line is, this is an amazing discovery, and really it's going to discredit chemotherapy and all traditional treatments, which are arguably, you know, the cure is worse than the disease. Anyway, that's it for Culture Shock today, folks. I'm out, thank goodness.